Hey everyone, what's going on? Huh? What's going on? What's going on? Well, a lot of things are going on. A lot of shit's happening as we speak. How is your Saturday night going, huh? I'm doing this podcast on a Saturday night. Oh, by the way, happy Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, right? Okay, so I'm doing this podcast on Saturday, May the 5th. May the 5th, obviously. Cinco means five, right? So Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th. I'm doing this. Uh, and I'm just taking it easy. Although I might go out for one drink or maybe two, although I'm not sure. Who knows? I mean, tomorrow is Sunday, so, just to celebrate maybe Cinco de Mayo after I do my podcast. Um, I might go out for one drink. I don't know. Or maybe not, because I took my engineers and my office manager out to happy hours last night, and the architect who was actually renting a room for me in my office space, he came with his one of his workers, and we went to Fulton Street, right? We went to Fulton Street, and we had an amazing time there. We ordered some appetizers, like mixed food, the bar food, the chicken wings and, celery with the dip, cheese dip. And, yeah, I told my office manager to just order, whatever the guys wanted, the engineers wanted, and the architect and his guy. And my ex-girlfriend came as well. She's a vegetarian, so we had to order some like vegetarian stuff for her, such as like pico de gallo and pico de gallo. What was that bar food? Like small plate, pico de gallo, and was that goddamn? What the fuck? Wait. Did I just? Did I just forget? Oh, the guacamole, yeah, guacamole. Holy moly, man. So we ordered that. And then I was getting hungry, so I ordered chicken wings. After everybody ate, everybody had a good time. We had some good food, amazing drinks. And the bill wasn't that expensive, the architect and me, we split the bill. Although I would say that I think I have to give him a little discount on the rent because I think it was three of us versus actually four of us versus two of them, so it shouldn't have been split. And I'm going to text him. I'm going to text him. Um, Let me just text him because I don't want to sound like an asshole. When he says, "Oh, let's split the bill," because we were four on my side, including my engineer. One of my intern engineer, he left after he just got one drink. So we went to Fulton Street, right? South Street Seaport, South Street Seaport, and so there's the Clinton Hall Beer Garden, right? But that was too fucking loud, right? Then we went to Doorlands place on fucking Beekman, where the fuck it is, right? That place is amazing, and the people there were very very friendly. The bartender, the waiting person, the waiting guy, and yeah. So and then everybody left around like I don't know what when was it that they left? I'm trying to remember. I think my engineer and my office manager they left because my engineer he actually biked from Port Authority, so he had to bike back, and my office manager she has to go back to New Jersey. And I told him, listen, don't if you have to take an Uber, just take an Uber. Okay, you'll be reimbursed for that. So don't don't if you ever get home uh, sooner, and if you feel sleepy, just take an Uber and just like you know, just take an Uber and just get home and get some sleep, wherever it is, because we are out drinking and eating and drinking, and it was fun. It was fun. We discussed a lot of things. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. Actually, give me like 15 seconds. Actually, 20 seconds. Give me 22 seconds so I can send this text message. I think you paid more last night. It was 2 of you. All right, so I sent him the text message, and let's see what he says. But I'll give him a discount on the rent, maybe for the next month or whatever. I'll give him a little money. In any case, so yeah, it was amazing. We had an amazing time down on South Street Seaport. Uh, this was Friday before, right before goddamn Cinco de Mayo, which is today, right? So it was packed, kind of packed. But then people started leaving, and then we got there around like 7, right? We got there around like 7, and then we asked for a table, and of course the place was busy. And then I ordered drinks for my guys, and then Alexander came, and then Alexander is the architect, guys. I'm sorry, I don't want to name people, but Alexander could be any Alexander, right? Who knows? Came with his worker, and um, and then they told us that there was a table available for us, and then my ex-girlfriend came while we had just uh, ordered food, and they got us the food. Oh man, these people were so fucking like quick in like giving us like bar food, like chicken wings and all that, tacos and what the hell these uh, uh, these uh, these people had cooked. I mean, the kitchen. So we were like, what? Oh man, it was so fast. So and then I ordered a glass. I like to have a glass of wine with food. So I told my ex-girlfriend to just order like some chicken wings for me, classic ones, not the buffalo ones, because I can't eat the spicy food, man. Can't. Sorry. So classic, they come with like celery and the carrots and the cheese dip. Oh man, that stuff is so good. And the wine actually increased my appetite. I had a couple of drinks before that, and that actually also increased my appetite, I think. So bottom line, I don't want to go on and on about this because it's already like what 10 minutes. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to take my engineers out and my office manager, I mean my workers. And then Alexander came and with one of his potential workers, I think he told me he wants to actually hire the guy. I gave the Alexander one of my rooms. He's renting that from me. Yeah, so good things are happening, which is a good thing, and good things are happening, which is a good thing. What does that supposed to mean, huh? Okay. So, anyways, so yeah, I came back to Brooklyn, and then I don't know. I was in a festive mode. You know, I was in a festive mood, not mode, because I'm not a robot to say that I'm in a festive mood. No, I'm not. So, so I said, you know what? I maybe I should go to O'Keefe's bar. Remember that? I have actually in my cheat sheet. I have to tell you guys what happened at O'Keefe's bar. Something really hilarious, sadistically hilarious happened at O'Keefe's bar in my neighborhood. I think that's on the top of one of my cheat sheets. Um, however, so yeah, I said, you know what? Maybe I should just like I was in a festive mode, you know, mood, festive mood. I'm sorry, not mode. So I went to O'Keefe's, and the bartender was there. And it's like, hey man, thank you for taking care of those guys the other night. You know, whatever the fuck his name was. I'm like, oh, what? Oh, no problem, man. So he was like, yeah, here, have a drink. So I just had one drink, and then I came back, and then I passed the fuck out. Passed the fuck out. You know, I'm like, dude, I can't fucking, you know, be out there like until like midnight, you know, when we started drinking at like 7 o'clock, you know, at South Beach Seaport. Yeah, so hold on a second. I need to turn on the white noise cancellation machine, if you don't mind. I'm sorry, I apologize. Actually, you know what? I'll do that later on. I don't have to do that right now because it's gonna create like you know, noise for my podcast. I don't want to do that. I'll turn that on later on when I'm done with my podcast. All right? Yeah. So yeah, hmm, I took my engineers out, and then and then I texted them, you know, when they left, and I was texting them, and I asked them, hey guys, did you guys have a good time? And they were like, oh yeah, we had a great time, you know, we had a great time. I'm like, all right, that's good to know. Everybody got home safe and sound, and you know, and with good energy and good vibes and all that. So yeah, so that's what we did last night. So tonight, I think I'm gonna take it easy. You know, I'm gonna take it easy tonight, man. I don't think I should go out. No. Although Cinco de Mayo is very, what do you call it? It's very, it's very, what's that term in English? God damn it. It's very interesting, you know, like, you know, interesting means? What interesting? Let me look it up. Holy shit. Intus. Oh, by the way, I watched Bill Maher's Real Time with Bill Maher. Um, he does it on Friday nights. I don't know if any of you are into that. And you know, yeah, so I watched it, and uh, yeah, so he had some guests on, and you know how Bill Maher does. He does like a monologue, and then he brings in one guest, and then he has a panel and all that. I don't want to repeat myself. If you are the Bill Maher, do it, sir, or ma'am, or whatever I may need to call you. You should do it yourself. So yeah, I watched that show, and very interesting topics. They discuss from politics to every happening. That's what I want to say. Every happening that's happening in the world as we speak. Oh, by the way, I was just watching Jimmy Fallon's show, monologue. It's kind of stupid. Jimmy Fallon's kind of like stupid. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't watch his show, whatever the fuck it is, right? So, in any case, yeah, so interesting. I wanted to say tempting. It's very tempting to go out because Cinco de Mayo. Weather is not bad. It's actually, I asked Siri. Siri told me 64 degrees outside, um, and it might rain, but that's just probably a thunderstorm. Uh, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to go out. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just doing this for now. I had to be present in the present, right? You had to be present in the moment, and then whatever you want to do later on, then you can do later on. Do I sound like a goddamn Yoda or whatever the fuck it is from Star Wars? All right. How is everyone doing, by the way? Yeah. Um, I I watched the Star Trek Enterprise, the real Enterprise before everything happened. So I think I said this in my podcast, in my last podcast that Star Trek Enterprise is actually a prequel to the original Star Wars. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, I'm confusing myself and I'm confusing you all too, and I hope not. What I'm trying to say is that Star Trek Enterprise, which is in the Star Trek universe, right? Because all these genres are like universes. Like Star Trek is a universe. Holy shit. How is that possible? Oh, Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's a universe? No, that's just made up shit. You know, that's just entertainment. There's no fucking universe. That's not real. That's what I wanted to say. The point I'm trying to make is that I watched Star Trek Enterprise. With what's his name? Archer. Archer. I think that's the captain of the ship. And then there's the Vulcan female, and she is hot as hell. And then there's Hoshi, and she's hot too, Hoshi. Um, but besides the point, without me being a typical heterosexual male, the stories are very interesting in Enterprise because Enterprise is the first uh, ship in the Star Trek saga. I want to call this saga because I don't want to call it a universe because it's not a universe. It's just what human beings actually came up with through their minds, right? It's a saga. It's a story. It's not a universe. Okay. All right. So cutting to the chase, the Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise, is the prequel to the original Star Trek, the original from the 1966. Remember with William Shatner and all that? So I think I'm repeating myself. What the fuck, dude? Why am I repeating myself? I don't have to fucking repeat myself. Okay, so I did repeat myself, right? So I watched it. I think I watched a couple of episodes this morning. Very interesting stories, by the way. It's actually better than. I think I like the stories, and I think the technology is also better, which makes sense because Star Trek Enterprise was actually conceived and and aired in early 2000s, as opposed to Star Trek Next Gen, which was aired in the early fucking 90s, right? So that's like a fucking 10 years difference. 10 years fucking difference. Right? Okay, so that's my rant on that one. But yeah, it's, I told you guys that I'm trying to live a perfect urban life. So I have TV in the living room with the Apple TV, then I have the TV in my master bed. I mounted that shit, and then I have the Apple TV, goddamn Apple TV right there. And I have a laptop there, I have a laptop here, and then I have a laptop in my second bedroom with the goddamn projector, and then, if it's too noisy because the parking lot, then I move to my second bedroom, which is quieter, and I also have a white noise cancellation machine. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. You're living a perfect urban life, sir. Yes. I mean, if you live in New York City, you have to do that, man. Fuck that, dude. Live your life as you want to live it. As you want to live it. Don't make fucking scenes. Don't be angry. There's no point in being angry. And also, there's one more thing. Whatever you ingest not only becomes part of your body, but also it becomes it also hits you in your head. So you know what it was? I got angry on fucking Thursday morning, and I realized why I got angry. I usually I don't do that shit. Uh, when the parking when the I had my car parked, and I was getting a bagel with my two-egg sandwich, and then the traffic police, they give you tickets, and he gave me a ticket. Apparently, I didn't realize that I was parked illegal, and then I went ballistic. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. You can't fucking do that, etc., etc. Right? I think I said that last time, right? Didn't I? But then I went on a fucking rant, and then I left. I'm like, fuck this shit, like, I'm an alien, don't let me bring the alien ships down to Earth and something like that, you don't want to do that. And I realized, why I went on a fucking rant like that. I remember, remember, I went to a Chinese restaurant with my ex-colleagues, and I had two beers. One beer, two beers, one glass of wine with Chinese food, and a beer. Beer fucks up with my. I don't know, man. I had issues with beer in the past, so I don't want to fucking drink beer, especially like imported beer. I don't know what the fuck they put in that fucking shit, dude. No beer for me. And one of my ex-colleagues, he was there, and then we were having a beer, right? Me and my ex-boss and my ex-colleague, we were having a beer, one of those Chinese beers, because we went to Chinatown to grab some fucking food. And Shanghai, whatever the fuck the name of the beer is, I don't know, man. I realized that fucking beer can fucking like fuck you up, and I understand now why the other guy, one of the project managers in the company that I used to work with, he didn't want to or he didn't want to have beer just because they only had wine and beer. He didn't want to have beer because he's a bourbon guy. He's a fucking bourbon guy, and he's very like mellow and all that. He's married twice with kids and all that. But now I realize why I shouldn't fucking drink beer, dude. Especially like imported fucking beer, dude. They can mess up you. They can mess with your fucking head, and don't fucking do that. Next morning, dude, I was like fucking, I'm like, and then that night I analyzed myself as to why I went down a fucking red just for a fucking parking ticket. And then I realized that I had a fucking beard, because the beard is fucking messing me. Fuck the beard, dude. In any case, without ranting too much on the topic, I want to get into my cheat sheet. Oh, by the way, you guys like my Colorado shirt? Oh man, I have to fucking make my vacation plan for this year. I think I'm gonna go to Colorado, of course. Not to smoke weed. I don't fucking smoke weed. People think I go to Colorado because I smoke weed. No, I don't. I just go to Colorado because I feel like home. Because I'm from mountains and it's just gorgeous, beautiful. I was at Boulder last year, so I'm gonna do that this year too. Probably towards the end of August. Probably towards the end of August, I'm going to go on vacation, whether with a lady or without a lady. I don't know, maybe Colorado Springs. I don't know. But I love up there, I love the West Coast mountains. When I drive up there, I feel like home, you know. All right, so it's already goddamn 26 minutes into the podcast, so let's just get into the cheat sheet. Yeah. All right, so oh, by the way, so I just booked a squash court at the New York Sports Club, which is actually 3 blocks from here. The New York Sports Club has a couple of venues, where they have squash courts. So this is one of them. Gobble Hill is one of them. So I actually booked one of the squash courts. I think squash court A or B. One of those, right? Hey, yeah, one of those, man. Because I like to play squash. Squash obviously is a game you play with a racket, with a small, like, flake ball, which is not very bouncy, but that's what it is, right? So I booked one for I think for Wednesday. 2 o'clock. It's like one stop from my office, so it's very easy for me to like go there and like play it, and then just like go back and back to work, right? Yeah. So that's what I did, and so first topic in my cheat sheet. How are you all doing, by the way? Good. All right. I don't want to prolong this podcast because I just want to like relax, and have some time for myself, and that's what I want to do, right? All right. So I watched the goddamn Star Trek Enterprise, right? And I also watched a little bit of. By the way, did you guys watch the movie Avengers Infinity War? I don't know. I haven't watched it. I'm not gonna go to the fucking cinema because I feel lazy. I want to watch it at home. Wait, not watch. Watch it at home. Yeah, I want to watch it at home because I can just pause it and I can watch the half of it one night, and then I can watch the rest of it the next night. You get my point, right? You get my point. But I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy, the animated. So there's an animated Guardians of the Galaxy animated series, actually. Guardians of the Galaxy animated movie. Guardians of the Galaxy of the Galaxy Guardians of the Galaxy animated series. Okay, here we go. Google.com would like to use your current location. Why the fuck Google wants to use my current location? I don't fucking understand. How about don't allow? Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, it's hilarious, actually. It's fucking hilarious. And Oh, list of that. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck? Marvel's animated. Where's the fucking? No, I just want to give you guys the information on when this was aired, but it's very interesting. If you are into like Avengers and all that, Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm usually not into that. I'm usually on the Rebel side of things, like Star Wars Rebels, right? Who are against the Empire, the First Order, or the fuck you call them. However, what the fuck, dude? Guardians of the Galaxy TV series. Okay, here we go. Guardians of the Galaxy is an American animated television series based on the Marvel Comics superhero team of the same name. It's produced by Marvel Television, Marvel Animation. The series airs on Disney XD. It premiered on September 26, 2015 as part of the Marvel Universe block. Holy shit, so it's 2015. So this came actually after the movies, aka the Guardians of the Galaxy. What the fuck, dude? Alright, so that's I watched that one, and I'm still watching it. You know, they have like a lot of episodes. I recommend that if you guys are into that. Alright, what else is going on, huh? Saturday night, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Alright, so hilarious night, my next topic in my future. Hilarious night at the neighborhood bar. Um, okay, so I did my podcast last Saturday, right? And then I went into the New Year's bar. Cause New Year's bar, because I don't want to like go too far. So I went into this sports bar. It's called O'Keefe's, right, on Court Street. And then I ordered a drink, right? I ordered a drink, and then I saw a guy. You know, he was like he had like a beer sitting on the table, and he was like sleeping, like he was like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck, dude? So I go up there. Uh, Not that it's my responsibility to wake up people from sleep, because that bar, I believe, has a goddamn what do you call it? A doorman, you know. But the guy was like, oh, yeah, so I went up there and I said, hey, man, what's going on? So then that conversation started, and then he was talking about some chick that he had, some lady that he started having some sort of affair with, and she died, and they were doing some ceremony the next Sunday, and then I don't know, man, what the fuck. And so it was kind of hilarious, but kind of sad. And I'm like, all right, so well, I mean, and he was like complaining that they were not fucking. His friends actually were there too, apparently. And he was some Irish dude. He had some, you know, he had the Irish, where the fuck it is, accent. And then his friend came, and then he was like, and then he was actually, the Irish guy was like very like fucking upset with the friend. He was like, man, you didn't tell me what time it is tomorrow, the ceremony for Doreen. Well, you know, I don't want to name the names, but it was hilarious. And then, and the other guy, his friend was like, he took me to the side and he said, listen, he's too drunk, because we already told him the ceremony is tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but he doesn't remember because he's too drunk, because he's kind of sad because there's something going on between him and the lady who died, and which is kind of sad, you know. It's kind of sad, but then I was like, I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to do? What I mean, I'm not, I'm not the alien who resolves these issues with people who are dead, and people who are drinking, and getting drunk and getting and falling asleep at the bar. I mean, I can't do anything. I mean, you have to move on, you know. And that's what I said, and it was, I don't know. And then I bought his friend a drink, and I'm like, man, I'm sorry, but sorry this happened with your friend, and they were all like, yeah, she was adorable, and yeah, that sucks actually. If you think about it, like her in the neighborhood, and everybody else knew her, and then she died. That sucks, man. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. But then it was kind of hilarious because they were like, the guy was like still like trying to like say that these guys never told me what time, and I'm pissed off because they don't tell me anything. And the other his friend was like, yeah, he's too drunk. Don't worry about him. And at some point in time, I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this shit. So I left. I came home and I passed the fuck out, man. I'm like, dude, I don't know why I met these people, but then last night I went to the same bar, and the bartender was he was very nice. He was like, "Hey man, thank you for like taking care of, you know, what the fuck his name is. I don't want to name the name and those people." I'm like, "Yeah man, don't worry about that. I understand that you guys are all friends, and some tragedy happened or has happened in the neighborhood, and that affects everybody." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, he was like, yeah, I mean, what can you do?" So that was my take on O'Keefe. O'Keefe, right? All right. So yeah. So this is what I fucking happened. So Sunday, right? So Saturday I was at the O'Keefe bar, right? Sunday I wake up late. Obviously, I watch the Star Trek, Enterprise, whatever the hell it is, and then I go get my sandwich. So I usually park my car on the street on Saturdays and Sundays because because I mean the parking lot, Icon parking lot gave me a good deal, but I don't want to. I don't know. Maybe I'm lazy because sometimes I run errands, such as like today. I went to the auto shop. By the way, I went to the auto shop today down near where the fuck that what is it at the end of the Court Street? There's the fucking what the fuck is it called? You have the 278, right? I-278, and then you have the service road, and there is a mechanic shop, and the guy was so nice, and then he charged me what the hell it is. So I had to do the oil change for my smart car, oil change, and they checked the brake pads. Apparently, brake pads were bad. I paid fucking $90 on that one. Yeah, so I did that today, and then and the brake pads were like taking fucking so fucking long, dude. I'm like, man, listen. I told the mechanic, listen, bring the car down so I can like get my computer out of the car. I'm gonna go up to the cafe, some cafe that I can find because I gotta work. I can't wait until the brake pads come in. So I went up there and then I just sat across some beautiful lady in that what is it, coffee shop, right? I usually order when I go to a coffee shop. I don't drink coffee because coffee is a drug. Remember, coffee is a drug. I usually order a bottle of water and a decaf herbal tea. Decaf herbal tea. That's what I usually order because I don't no caffeine for me. No fucking caffeine for me. So that's what I did, and then the guy calls me like as soon as I'm on my computer and the internet, and the guy calls me, "Hey, sorry, your car is ready. We did the brake, whatever the hell it is." And I go to the mechanic shop. I walk down there, right? And of course, I see a lot of like, summer beautiful ladies, on my way, as you are a heterosexual male. That's what happens to you, right? Anyways, so without digressing, so I went down there, and then the car was ready, except I had requested him to fill the windshield fluid. windshield cleaning fluid, whatever the fuck it is called. And he hasn't done that. He hadn't done that. So I'm like, listen, just get me the windshield fluid, and I'm gonna do it myself. And the guy was like, yeah, I'll do it for you. And then we opened the front of my smart car, and then he poured it, and then I'm fine. So he poured like probably 1/3 because smart car is small, and then I put that shit in the back of my car. And yeah, so I had the oil changed, I had the brake pads changed, and the windshield fluid. I put that in there. So all right, so it's already goddamn 40 minutes. So yeah, so then, oh, by the way, so I actually, I also, after that, when I came back home, I built, actually, you know how you can actually get the stands for the monitors, where you actually get, you can get it attached to your desk. So I had ordered one of those for my office, because I want to have 3 monitors, right, in my office, because it's actually better to have more monitors. You know why? Because you can have the email on one monitor, you can have the drafting software on the other, you can have the PDF, whatever the fuck you're doing, and you can have the OneNote on the other, right? More the better. But apparently, I went to pick up like one of those like mounting for the monitors from goddamn, what do you call the Micro Center, but the guy didn't give me the proper information. You know why? Because I said, listen, sir, I just want to make sure that these 3 monitor, a triple monitor mounting um, systems, our system is good for 24-inch monitors. They said, yeah, yeah, that's fine. But I didn't read the labels either. When I tried to do that with the engineers, it was hilarious. So we had to like have the monitors upside down, because there was no fucking way to have 3 monitors side by side, 3 24-inch monitors side by side. And apparently the guy gave me the wrong fucking information. He said that yeah, it's good for 24, but no, it's not good for 24. It said that it's good for 22-inch monitors if you want to do them like like in a landscape way. But if you want to do 24, then you have to have 2 landscape and the third one portrait. And it was fucking hilarious. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking do this. So what I did was I said, fuck this. You know what? Let me mount my double a dual stand in my office, and I brought the one from Micro Center for 3 monitors at my home, and then I turned into the dual because I have 2 monitors, and I also have one small monitor. So and I also ordered the real 3 monitor mount, desk mount, uh, which is good for 24 inches monitor. So I'm expected that to be arrived sometime soon next week. I think next week I think it's gonna arrive. Yeah, I ordered the shit from Amazon. In any case, so without digressing, I want to as much as I can, as much as I digress, I want to cover as many topics as I can, because I have a lot of good topics that you all would be interested in listening to while you're watching, right? That's how loud here. All right. So, Senator Warner, a tech company. I think Senator Warner, where the hell is he from? He's a senator who spoke some truth. I agree with him. Senator Warner, um, Mark Warner is an American businessman and politician serving as a United States Senator from Virginia. Okay, so he says something about tech company, and and tech companies. So he basically said, that Senator Warren says U.S. tech companies prostitute. What the fuck, dude? I can't even fucking say that one. U.S. tech companies prostituted themselves to access China. So apparently, I mean, I say this all the time that people think that Wall Street is some sort of a prostitute for money. It's not. It's actually tech companies in Silicon Valley, just like Facebook. You know, exactly. Like that's what they did because they want to gain access to any like market, including China. And he said that they prostituted. I agree with him totally, 100%. So that's why I have that on my cheat sheet. So I'm pretty sure you guys, if you read the news or if you listen to news, this comes up. Oh, the Solo movie. Holy shit, the Solo. Han Solo, Solo, Solo. Oh, by the way, so we had what we had Last Jedi, and then we are having the Solo May 29th. I think that's what it is. Solo movie based on it's an anthology movie. It's an anthology. It's a Star Wars anthology movie based on uh, what Solo was before he became Han Solo. Obviously, not that he became Han Solo, but he was a Solo. So I guess Solo. So yeah. So that's the next anthology movie that's coming up in May, which is the end of this May. Well, end of this month. That's what I wanted to say because we already are in May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Holy shit. Oh, by the way, so Aztecs used to actually sacrifice and eat human beings. I heard, I'm like, oh shit, dude. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, there's cannibalism. What the fuck? Alright, so next topic, road atlases. Do you guys remember? I don't know. I mean, you millennials don't remember because you never used that fucking shit. The road atlases were actually put together by some company. I'm trying to remember. Road atlases. Road atlas is a road map, basically. Atlas is a map, okay? Like I remember when I had my first fucking car, I had to use the fucking map, which is called the Atlas, right? What the fuck it is. And so I had to fucking find the fucking where am I? It's not like the tech we have now, which is fucking amazing because you can be anywhere. You can be fucking anywhere and you know where you are, right? But back in the fucking days, even like early 2000s, we didn't have any digital maps. So it was all fucking you have a fucking map, you have to look up, and you're like, oh, what is this fucking street? What the fucking cross street? And then that's how you figure out where the fuck you are, where the fuck you want to go to, right? So apparently, so obviously somebody came up with this idea of Atlas map. It became the digital, not that the digital maps that Google or other companies have anything to do with the Atlas map, but I think the Atlas maps are road atlases, are road maps back in the days actually saved all the commuters or all the people who were going on fucking vacation. Right, vacation. All the fucking. Alright, so my next topic. Scooters hell break in San Fran. Alright, so this is a big topic, apparently. Scooters, as you know, are these fucking little things, right? You can fucking like ride on the sidewalk, and it's kind of getting annoying in New York as well with the fucking, the fucking rollerblades and all that. Fucking annoying. But apparently in San Francisco it has a big problem. It's not like bikes. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, there is something going on in New York City with the fucking electric bikes, and they go like zoom, like fucking zoom. So they want to do some legislation on that one. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, but apparently San Francisco has a lot of fucking problems with these fucking scooters. And scooters apparently it's like fucking city bikes, where you can actually pick up a scooter at a location and you can scoot. But the bikes, at least they have rules and regulations, because you have to be in the bike lane. But the scooter people they actually ride on the sidewalks, I heard, and this becomes annoying for fucking people who are walking on the sidewalk, which makes sense. Why would you want to have fucking scooters on the sidewalk? So that's my take on that. You guys can look it up. And I touched a little bit of on the New York City delivery bikes or delivery. So food delivery, all these bikes, they go Zoom. Like they go Zoom. They don't do it on the sidewalk, but they do on the street. So it's the same fucking thing, and apparently it's becoming a problem. All right, my next topic: Amazon Prime membership fee hike. So Amazon actually hiked up the goddamn fee for your Prime membership. So you're fucked. You're fucked, sir. Man, or every other gender associate. So they jacked it up from $69 to $120. Apparently, whatever the fuck it is. I know I'm on Amazon Prime, so we're probably jacked up my fucking price too. Did you fucking Amazon? You fucking, how the fuck it is? Amazon is gonna fucking take over the whole fucking world, dude. I think that's what it is. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. All right, so I'm gonna move on. Human reaction to real aliens visit. Okay. So I was actually reading an article, I think it's space.com, one of those, Science Daily. What happens if the real aliens actually visit us? Real aliens, when I say real aliens, means not that I mean, but when they meant was like people who come in these spaceships, come down, what would be our reaction? That's a very fascinating idea. That's indeed a very fascinating idea. And I don't know, like, okay, so what would be my reaction if I sees on the news? I mean, I don't fucking watch TV or news. I just go on the website. What would be my reaction? I'm like, holy shit. So what's the deal? Right? I think that's what I'm going to feel like. So what's the deal? Who is going to talk to them, and who's going to deal with them? Are they going to fucking White House? Are they going to fucking Pentagon? Where the fuck it is? I don't know. So those are the real questions that were being discussed in this article. You can look it up for your own sake, because it's already 53 minutes. I don't want to go on and on about. All right, so White House WS correspondent, White House correspondence dinner, right? White House correspondence dinner. So apparently every year, White House correspondence dinner happens in the White House, right? Does it? Anyways, so I'm not fucking into that, but apparently some ladies, some comedian actually had some jokes about Sarah Sanders Huckabee, and it's like, you crossed the fucking line. You know what? That's fucking politics. Let's just fucking move on. Alright, so Tesla, again in deep shit, and rival Nikola. Alright, so Tesla apparently is in deep shit, and Elon Musk had a really rough time. If you look up Tesla and Elon Musk, YouTube or fucking Google, man, like he couldn't even answer the questions of like basic questions. He's in fucking deep shit. And apparently the German beer company ordered trucks from Tesla's rival. It's called Nikola. Nikola as you know, which I found out lately, probably, was the first name of Tesla. So Nikola is a rivaling company that actually produces these hydrogen fueled trucks. So this beer company, I don't remember the name of the beer company, but you guys can look it up. They want to actually have their beer delivered in these clean vehicles, and which are actually running with hydrogen as a fuel. I don't know how the fuck do you have the hydrogen fuel? I thought that was in the rockets, but I guess somebody came up with that. And Elon Musk is actually struggling with Tesla. I think the mistake he made was that he got himself into like too many venues uh, and the production. Elon Musk is a guy who doesn't know production. Production means if somebody, okay, if I have a client who says, listen, can you get me like 15, okay, in my company, right, we produce drawings. If one of my architects or client says, listen, I need 3 copies of the drawings delivered to the expediter on Monday. Can you do that? Right? If I have the capability, then I'll do it, which I usually do, right? But Elon Musk does not know that. He doesn't know the manufacturing. This is more like manufacturing, producing, right? He doesn't know that because he's not into the business of producing 1,000 rockets like SpaceX. SpaceX is very specialized and they want to focus on one thing. They're not into, it's not, SpaceX is not a manufacturing company, right? So that's where he fucked it up. I think that's where he is angry. He got angry and all that bullshit. All right, so that's my take on that. So Nikola, the Tesla's rival, apparently is going to deliver to the beer company in Germany. And Elon Musk is scratching his head. What the fuck am I doing? This is like manufacturing, producing shit. All right. My next and second last topic, actually my last topic before I hit the 1 hour mark. I promise I'll finish before I hit the 1 hour mark. I promise. I promise. That's my old man, rant on that one. All right. So Pluto mission, NASA, New Horizon flying billion miles beyond Pluto. All right, Pluto. Pluto is what's his name? Neil deGrasse Tyson thinks that it's not even a planet; it's just a rock. I think that's what he said. Uh, Let me just Google NASA New Horizon mission. New Horizon mission. Horizon mission. Because I don't want to give you all wrong information. Alright, so mission overview, launch. The New Horizon is already up there. So the New Horizon, so the NASA New Horizon mission is the first mission to the Pluto system in the Kuiper Belt. Kuiper Belt, as you all know, is this asteroid belt outside our solar system, outside Pluto. The New Horizon mission is helping us understand worlds at the edge of our solar system by making the first reconnaissance of the dwarf planet Pluto and by venturing deeper into the distant, mysterious Kuiper Belt, a relic of solar system information. So Kuiper Belt, once you leave Kuiper Belt, then you are out of the solar system, and then you are into the intersolar space. Yeah. You are into the intersolar space, or interstar space. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Interstar space after you reach beyond Kuiper Belt. So Kuiper belt obviously is the this bunch of asteroids and comets, or how they're not comets, but asteroids field that revolves around the solar system. It's like some sort of a shield to the solar system, just in case a goddamn black hole hits us, right? I think that's what it is. I don't know. So that's my last take on that. So New Horizon mission apparently is apparently going on beyond. It's going 50 billion miles beyond Pluto. So which I assume that is actually going to surpass the Kuiper belt. Maybe not. I'm not an expert on that. And with that said, I hope you all are having a great weekend, and I'll see you all next Saturday or Sunday. The fun.